Well, President Xi's first stop will be your hometown, Washington. And many companies like Boeing, Microsoft, which are based in Seattle, are household names in China. And Xi's visit is expected to bring huge business opportunities and deals. So what do you think, how do you think it will impact your state economically? And do you think this is a snapshot of the booming trade and economic ties between the two countries?
I think that it's not just a snapshot as far as Washington State goes, but it is a long book. This is a state, my state of Washington State, has a long history with mainland China, trade and economic relations. Washington State is the home of the oldest state-based China Relations Council in the country. So we have a long history of trade and economic relations with China. And I'd expect that President Xi will see firsthand some of the products that consumers in China get to use, whether it's a Boeing product, and I believe he's visiting a Boeing facility in my district in a town called Everett. There's some talk about him visiting with Microsoft. There's some discussion about him going down to Tacoma, Washington, to visit a high school. And I think what's important about that is he's getting out of Seattle. Seattle is the biggest city in Washington State. It's an important city, but there are other cities and other things going on in those cities. And so for him to get out of Seattle and to see other areas is important. It's just as important as a member of Congress when I go to China to go to Beijing, but to get out of Beijing and see other parts of the country as well. And I think that's what symbolically President Xi is trying to do, is get out of Seattle, see what else is going on in the state, and have a broader view of that relationship between China and Washington State.